Okay guys, I've been using the Lee 4-hole turret press. You have your decapping resizing die, you have your mouth expanding powder charging, then have your bullet sitting and your factory crimp die. So you can use the press as a turret press, progressive turret. That however never really worked fine for me. I was only reloading a little bit of 223 and 44 mag, not in large quantities, so it served the purpose for a while. But now that I really tried to zero in on getting maximum accuracy for my rifle, I've realized that in order for me to achieve consistent overall length when I go to sit my bullet, this press is not assisting me in achieving that. And I'll show you real quick what I mean. This mechanism slots in. You can buy these turrets and they just basically just drop in, and then the mechanism rotates them from die to die as the machine progressively goes through the reloading sequence. The problem with this turret press is that as you action the lever, you can see the round coming up here into the die. As the brass case goes into the die to sit the bullet, see what happens over here. Look at the tip of the screwdriver. There is a lift. See how it lifts? Now on this video you might think, that's nothing, that's just a tiny little bit. But believe it or not, when you're dealing with bullet trajectories, the difference of a couple of thousandths of an inch make a complete difference. This press is not gonna cut it for me to be able to achieve consistent overall length. I've decided that I'm going to change this press and I'm gonna go back to a single stage press for my 223. It's a cheapy press. I mean, it does the job, but if you want accuracy, if you want consistent accuracy, then this press just doesn't do the job. So I'll show you now the press that I replaced it with. This is a new baby, the Lee Breech Lock Classic Press. Right, so we'll open it up and have a look inside, eh? Okay, let's see what's inside the bag of goodies, eh? Okay, there you have it, the Breech Lock Press. Comes with instructions, how to set it up, what everything does, how to actually reload, the whole lot of info. Comes with a catalogue, all the different things you can buy. You get the primer catcher. It catches the primers, they go down this tube, and then you can empty the tube, you can take it off the press and then empty it into the rubbish. Yeah, so you get your primer catcher, you get a bag of what they term hardware. So you get a bag of all the bits that you need to set up your press, the press itself. That's the press itself there. Still got a bit of oil from the factory. But as you can see, it's a nice chunky press. it's a solid piece of equipment. This thing is not going to bend or warp or move on you. So that's not going to flex when you do any reloading. That's going to be solid as a rock. And obviously with the breech lock system, which once you set your dies to the correct setting you want them, you lock them in with these rings, with these they're called lock ring eliminator. So once you find the setting for your die, you tighten these little nuts here, and then your die won't move in or out. And then once you put them into here, the breech lock system, it's a simple twist and bang, they're in there, they're not gonna move. So it's gonna give me a lot more consistent results as far as seating my bullets to the correct undesired depth. Obviously you also get your press lever, and with a classic Lee wooden handle. Okay. So you get the handle mechanism, you get a breech lock bypass, you got the two priming small and large primer Duvilakis. I'm not sure what exactly they're called. So there's two primer arms. So these are the primer arms, large and small primer size. You get the little metal thing that you put on the side of the press to catch the primers. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll remove the oil press, and I'm gonna whack this in. Oh, there's not that many. Not as many as I thought there would be. But still quite a few. That's the old turret press. Now, for the moment of truth, we're gonna see if this baby fits in here. Now, close but no cigar. Now, I need the press to be in this particular spot, because along underneath my bench is where the supporting arm is, and so I'm going to be using a lot of strength. There's going to be a lot of forces torquing the bench. I want it to be in that strong position, not in the middle where it's going to be flexing more. So that's where it's got to go, where the original one, where the other one was. So all I got to do is make one more hole here, and I'm in business. So I'll stick this one in here first. I might need longer screws. Yeah, that's not gonna be quite long enough. Alright, let's see what I've got here. Well, I need to find a longer screw. That will catch all our spent primers as they come off each shell. And this plastic tube just basically slips on there, and that'll catch all the primers. We won't put it on just now, put it in a little bit. Tell you what guys, that ain't moving. That's not moving, budging at single millimeter. Got the plastic spent primer tube that just goes down here. It just basically hangs down the bottom of the press. The spent primers are caught here and they end up in a little tube. So it's a lot more tidier. With the other press, the primers went everywhere, ended up on the floor and everything. This thing has little teeth here, and you can set it either left-handed or right-handed. I'm right-handed, so I'll put it on this side. So these teeth, there's another piece that's exactly the same on this side, so the teeth will grip onto that, and then I just set the angle of my press arm. Right. Has to come through a little bit so we can have the maximum leverage. Now I don't want it completely vertical, I want it past a little bit because I want to be able to feel when I do the priming, which is done on the downstroke. I want to have positive control of that, so I'm not going to leave it vertical, I'm going to leave it past a little bit. That's how I had my other pressing work fine. So I went a little bit past, not too much, just about, probably about there. There you go. Look at that. Beautiful. 4 cans. 500 mils. So 2 liters for $9.99. So 2 liters for $10 at Aldi. Cheers and happy reloading, guys.